There's a certain look to Europe, history built into the everyday. While much has changed, the Iglesia Ni Cristo Church of Christ continues to expand across the world, reaching Europe through houses of worship built and restored for one clear purpose: Europe's religious landscape tells a long story of belief, change, and time.
The City of London is an old city. It's one that has been around since, well, even before the Roman times. And it's full of old buildings, ancient history, ancient culture, but also very modern.
In spaces once built for faith, are people now drawn more to the past than to the worship itself?
It's not a religious country anymore, I think. Recent surveys have said that we are the most secular country in Europe, if not one of the most secular in the world now, sadly.
English cathedral studies show visitors often come for heritage, architecture, tourism, or quiet reflection, and not necessarily worship. After the re-establishment in the Philippines, the Iglesia Ni Cristo Church of Christ continued its mission into North America in the 60s and reached Europe in the 70s, starting with its pioneering congregation in London, England. And in that same decade, to Germany, Austria, Greece, and Italy, followed by France, Spain, and Sweden in the 1980s. By 1994, the Church of Christ had now reached over 10 countries. On July 27 of that same year, the late executive minister, Brother Eranio G. Manalo, traveled to Rome for a pastoral visitation, marking a key milestone in the Church's history through its registration in Rome and the establishment of the Ecclesiastical District of Europe.
The local congregation of Battersea, when I first started attending, was in the current building, but that was only just been bought in 1994. Prior to that, there was an old building nearby in a place called Latchmere, and it was actually where I was baptized in 1998. We moved because Battersea was just growing too much.
Over time, as more worshippers gathered across the continent, the need for more houses of worship became clear.
During that time, because when we bought this place, so this is not in good condition.
The Church of England were the ones who previously owned the building, the Diocese of Southwark. It was not being used, it was redundant, it was closed almost, there was nobody attending anymore. And so we renovated it partially at the time, but by the time I joined, it was already in need of more renovation.
This growth continued despite the very clear and seemingly overwhelming challenges.
Het was omdat wij we hadden geen eigen kerk, dus we moesten iedere keer een kamer huren om het kerkdienst te houden. Het was een hele moeilijke tijd, omdat je bent afhankelijk van andere mensen die eigenlijk niet jouw geloof begrijpen.
Antes, la capilla estaba en el sótano de la calle Tarragona, 108. El local de Horta fue adquirido en el año 2012 y anteriormente era propiedad de los Testigos de Jehová. Debido al amor y la preocupación de la administración de la Iglesia de Cristo, el hermano Eduardo Manalo se compró el edificio por la misericordia y el amor de nuestro Señor Dios.
Over time, and across great distances, the care of the executive minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, for the members of the Church of Christ remained in view, and numerous houses of worship were purchased, renovated, and dedicated across the continent. In the United Kingdom, places such as Newport, Wales, Manchester, England, to Belfast, Northern Ireland, to mainland Europe in the major cities of Rome and Milan, Italy, Barcelona, Spain, Amsterdam, Netherlands, and central parts of Europe, as well as Hamburg and Dortmund, Germany.
Teniendo el deber de cuidador del edificio de adoración, es un privilegio poder estar cada día en esta magnífica casa de adoración, donde se refleja y se siente el amor de Dios.
When the Iglesia seal was mounted outside, that seal is the landmark of the chapel.
It's a great importance to every member to be able to have a place of worship. It makes us peaceful in our life, makes us complete.
Throughout the region, Gothic architecture has long inspired architectural design, most prominently in religious worship buildings. This can also be seen with Church of Christ houses of worship through neo-Gothic elements designed to emphasize brightness and verticality, drawing the eye upwards.
The buildings in Europe are older and they have more of a distinct look. Most of the time we can't do too much because of either the size of the building or they have existing designs that we choose to incorporate.
Hay personas, invitados que han entrado en la capilla actualmente, que aún recuerdan las butacas que utilizamos en el santuario, que ya eran de la antigua iglesia, incluso del cine que había antes de la iglesia anterior. En el exterior era como un edificio todo liso, y ahora pues es con una cerámica con dibujos, acompañado con un mármol oscuro y el sello, el escudo de la Iglesia de Cristo, que llama mucho la atención. La capacidad en nuestra congregación de Barcelona es sobre 1.300-1.400 asientos. Como tenemos la gran fortuna de que es la capilla más grande fuera de Filipinas, tuvo mucho trabajo, en especial el suelo. Lo cambiamos y tuvimos que elevarlo porque era plano. Estaba con unas colas muy fuertes porque era como moqueta y madera. Y eso al sacarlo trajo mucha complicación. Y tuvimos que rascar, que nos dejábamos las manos allí rascando. Y luego lo moquetamos y ha quedado perfecto.
Ja, als wir das Haus gekauft haben, war es sehr düster. Dieses Gotteshaus war früher ein Gemeindesaal der Zeugen Jehovas. Und wir haben das dann von denen abgekauft. Der ganze Eingangsbereich ist versetzt worden nach hinten. Also das heißt, die ganze Eingangstür, die an der Seite ist nach hinten versetzt worden. Dadurch haben wir viel mehr Platz für die Brüder und Schwestern zum Sitzen.
Many of the acquired properties within the region carry historic value, with some protected by law to preserve their exterior facades.
In principe zijn er niet echt veel wijzigingen aangebracht, want het mocht niet van stadsherstel, want het is een monumentaal pand. Alles wat binnen is gebeurd, is alleen erop gezet. En alles wat origineel is, ligt nog steeds erachter. Verven mocht wel. En natuurlijk de banken in de kerk, die zijn vervangen door nieuwe banken. En de vloer, dat is een hele nieuwe vloer. In het begin zag het er heel erg vervallen uit. Want al jaren hebben er geen activiteiten of bewoning plaatsgevonden. En nu de kerk erin zit, zie je dat het echt leeft. Het gebouw meer dan 200 jaar oud is.
The vision of the church administration was realized through the purchase and renovation of these houses of worship throughout Europe.
I was here in the dedication of the church in 2014. Brother Eduardo was here. It was a very special occasion. I really feel great to be part of something. It makes me feel valued to be working with the other brethren and making the house of worship beautiful, making it look great for God. We have ran big charity events, really engaged with the Birmingham community.
Ik ben rustiger geworden. Want ik was hiervoor wel zoekende naar geloof. Vooral binnen de kerk dan, zeg maar. En dan ook als christenen. Maar ik vond dat vind ik eigenlijk nog steeds, andere kerken, dus die van het christen afstammen, daar vind ik geen uitsluiting bij zoals ik dat hier heb gekregen. Ja.
Es ist umso mehr wichtiger, dass wir wirklich in jedem Teil der Welt und auch in jedem Teil Deutschlands sozusagen eine Kirche haben, die wir uns zuwenden können. Weil es ist nicht nur die Kirche Christi hier in Hamburg, wo ich mich zu Hause fühle, sondern es sind verschiedene Kirchengemeinden auf der ganzen Welt. Ich finde, natürlich haben wir die Technologie, mit der wir unseren Glauben teilen können, weil es ist einfacher, YouTube oder andere Social-Media-Kanäle, über die wir unseren Glauben teilen können. Aber die wirklichen wahren Lehren Gottes, die werden uns ja im Gottesdienst gelernt. Das heißt, für uns ist es immer das Gotteshaus, wo wir Gott am nächsten sein können.
E oggi Ca Edoardo io vedo un filo continuo, cioè quello che fa Ca Edoardo è esattamente la continuazione del processo, diciamo così, di sviluppo e di amministrazione della Chiesa di Cristo. Ed è positiva la cosa, per me è molto positiva perché quello che sta facendo è veramente grande. In ogni cosa che la Chiesa riesce a fare oggi e che continuerà a fare è la mano di Dio.
If we're fortunate enough to be granted our own place of worship, then it's incumbent on us to care for it properly, to look after it in every aspect, not just spiritually but also practically and also physically. If we have a garden, make it nice. If we have function halls, use it properly and guard it 24/7. Cherish it and respect it as the house of prayer and place of worship, where you go to pray, to meet God, to bring all your requests to God.
On a continent shaped by centuries of belief, tradition, and reform, the true church stands united, its houses of worship built and preserved for one enduring purpose: to gather, to pray, and to worship God. Thanks for joining me on this episode of Blueprint. We're in the end. Everything is part of God's plan.